Hey everyone. The understanding of shapes extends to polygons, many-sided shapes. So now you have some understanding of how to make a rectangle or a square using the rectangle tool in the shapes tool set. You know how to make a circle and command the size of that circle with its radius. Well, you also have the choice of polygons. So if you go to the tool right below circle, it says polygon. Here's the cool thing about polygons. If you simply click on it and you try to draw something, it's going to be a hexagon. But before you start clicking anything, right after you choose that tool, you can decide how many sides you want on that polygon. Look at this dimension window in the bottom right corner of your screen. It says sides. Don't click anything. Just choose the tool and choose how many sides you want on your polygon. You'll notice that they don't give you a triangle in that window of the shapes tool because you can choose that from a polygon. Right now, if you want a triangle, you hit 3 and you'll see that number change to 3. Cool. Hit enter. You've just turned this into a triangle. What kind of triangle? Well, if you left click and pull it out, you'll see that it's going to be by default an equilateral triangle because all the sides are the same length. Trying to orbit over that. There we go. All the sides are the same length. Equilateral. If you want a right triangle, what is the solution to that problem? How could you get a right angle on a triangle if the only triangle tool it gives you is an equilateral triangle? Use some of the knowledge you now have from the other tools to make a right triangle. Maybe you came up with it. Here's the pencil tool. You could divide a square or a rectangle diagonally in half and use the eraser tool to delete half of it. And now you have a right triangle with a long hypotenuse. Well, you could do the same thing to this equilateral triangle when it's not glitching. And draw a line right down the middle of it. And you have 2 right triangles back to back. Cool. So you can use tools to divide shapes into different shapes to your advantage. Well, now choose a polygon tool and choose another number of sides, not 3. If you choose 4, you're going to get a rectangle. How about 5? Enter. And if you see it show up here, then you have 5 sides. How many shapes? What is the name for a 5-sided shape? There's a building with its name in Washington, D.C. Penta. How about 6? Go back to your polygon tool. Choose 6 sides. That's a hexagon. If you made a mistake and you want to go back, you're like, no, I don't want 6, I want 8, I want an octagon. Just hit backspace while it's live time editing that window before you hit enter. 8. Here's an octagon. Enter. Here's 8 sides. And it's going to measure that from the center to any furthest outside point. It's called inscribed radius. Just like a circle has a radius from the center to any outside edge, these shapes measure from their center to any outside farthest corner point. And that's called inscribed radius. So depending on how large you want that shape to be, look for the inscribed radius, and then you're going to double it because you have to go across the other half of that shape. There's an octagon, a pentagon. Hexagon is the default. You have to go back into the tool, the polygon tool, to reset it. 6, enter. Enter. And there's your hexagon. And I think it goes up to a lot. There's so many that, in fact, you'll have so many changes in direction, it'll look like a circle. So that is your introduction to the polygon tool. For the next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to do 3D text. That's a fun one.